was in the 70s in February in Texas. So gotta stay hydrated. Unfortunately for these girls, they just got wings, so they can't have any. Got milk? You guys, I am genuinely sorry for the lack of production lately. Money has been tight, so no green screen today, nor was I able to get a tractor running for use. Hello everyone. As much as I try to answer everyone's questions down in the comment section, not everybody tends to see them. So I figured today was a good time to answer my most commonly asked questions about our dairy farm. Since every single dairy farm and every single dairy farmer is different, I like to mention that anything I speak of comes only from my experience on my parents' dairy farm. Did I make that clear? A big question. What is the color markings on the back of the cow's tail ends? So we have 4 different colors that are marked on the back ends of the cows. Not the calves, the cows. We have blue, which means fresh, meaning she just had a baby recently. We have green, which means she is confirmed by our vet that she is pregnant. We have pink, which means that they are in their specified breeding dates, and orange, which means they are open and breedable. Like this. This is orange, so this cow is being bred, and a majority of the cows in this specific pen and also in that pen, this freestall area, is going to be orange or pink. Oranges are who we are breeding. Pink, they are not breeding. They have a specified breeding date. However, right there is a green, so she is pregnant. She will be left alone. If you can tell, this one right here has a mixture of both. I know that she was originally blue, meaning she had had a baby, and now she is pink because she is ready to be bred again. This cow right here, as you can see, perfect. There's her fresh date, 2-7, February 7th. In my most popular video or most watched video of the 3 a.m. shift, I'm checking cows, front and back. And a majority of that, yes, is to make sure each cow is in their specified pen, just because like the different colors they have on their backs, they should be in specified pens for that. But I'm also looking for breeding marks. They may have some of the chalk rubbed off. They may have what we call cherries. And both of those are significant signs of one cow riding another cow, meaning the cow being rode is in heat. Next biggest question is about breeding. How do you guys breed your cows, naturally or AI? And AI is artificial insemination. And that's how you know you are farm-based when you think of AI and it's not artificial intelligence, because that is the popular thing today. My parents had originally started with bulls on breeding. Stick a bunch of cows in a pen with a bull, let it happen naturally, bada boom, bada bang. However, it took one incident with my oldest sister to be in a pen with a bull that worried my dad enough to where he said, no more, not doing this anymore. It's a liability, accidents can happen, and when you don't have to do it, then don't do it. So from then on, we have used, and today we currently use conventional semen, meaning it comes from high net merit bulls. Net merit simply means the genetics are bred for specifics. When the mama is bred with that semen, she's not going to have a monstrous calf that's gonna hurt her when she gives birth. Corrected hoof problems. There's multiple things that go into the genetics of high net merit bulls, and those are just a few. But at our heifer ranch, which I have made a video on, they like to use sexed semen. Sexed semen is used to give us a higher percentage rate of that heifer becoming pregnant with a heifer calf instead of a bull calf. The sexed semen is at 90% chance of a heifer being born. I have mentioned I am the baby of 4 girls. I have been asked a lot, do any of your sisters work on the farm? No. We have all put our time in. However, I'm the only one who never left. I've stayed in this town my whole entire life. All of my sisters have moved to different states, lived in different states, all of that. Now, we all have roots in the dairy. We all love the dairy. We all know the dairy. However, I am the only one currently on the dairy. What happens to the bull calves? These are all female calves, heifer calves, and since we AI our cows, meaning we don't need an actual bull, when we have baby bulls born, the same ranch that picks up our overflow of heifer calves, we also sell our bulls to them. There are plenty of farmers and plenty of people that do want to purchase bulls, and so that is where ours go to. No, they are not used for veal, which that's a common thing. People think that if you don't keep bull calves that they're for veal, and that's nothing we're interested in. So yes, our baby boys do have a home, just not here on the dairy, considering they don't produce milk. There's someone literally licking my butt. How much milk does your dairy produce a day? Different times of the year are different. The heat is harder on the girls, so they produce less milk. Springtime is our peak time. However, we are approximating 86 pounds per cow per day. So we are currently about 85 to 90,000 pounds of milk produced per day. A lot of farmers just milk twice a day. However, we milk 3 times a day. And in the dairy industry, it is not by gallons of milk, which a lot of people think because you buy gallons at the store. However, it is weighed in pounds of milk. If you wanted to say what one of our cows makes per day, it'd be about 10 gallons of milk a cow per day. Planning to film in the calf pen, and I just don't know if it's possible, especially when you got someone up your ass. Were you ever involved in 4-H in school? I was. I showed cows 3 years. We do not have show cows. However, my dad would obviously pick me the good ones, and but it was my responsibility to halter break them. My senior year, I won senior showmanship, and I got a nice, beautiful, big buckle. And that was probably my proudest moment for showing cows, obviously, because you know, I got awarded for how good I could show the cow. But it was fun because they were cows straight from the dairy, good looking enough to win. Well, hello, sir. Hello, sir. They were good enough looking girls that we just picked them right off the farm and, you know, won a couple prizes with them. Just trying to film for you guys, and Cody calls and he's like, hey, there's a calf out. I was literally just in this pen. I didn't open any gates, so it's not my fault. Okay. She's gonna go here. Been asked, have you ever wanted to use dogs to train your cattle? We have done it multiple times. This guy just sleeps all day. And ironically, he's from a neighboring dairy, so he's not even ours. He just sleeps at our dairy. But yes, my absolute favorite was a blue heeler. Her name was Sweets. She came from Minnesota. She actually, like I said, my sisters have all moved off before. I have not. My oldest sister moved to Minnesota, and she got Sweets when she was a puppy, and I was still in school, and Sweets came to my parents' house and then ended up kind of becoming my dog. And since I worked on the dairy, Sweets went to the dairy with me, and I tell you what, she could replace 5 employees. I mean, that dog, you could point at a cow and literally, because they're called heelers, she would nip at the heels, get that cow up, move that cow where it needed to go. Sweets was phenomenal. I did retire her at about 10 years old because she did get stepped on and broke her foot, and so I called it. She lasted until last year. She was 17 years old. But that dog got in the tractor with me. She got on the back of the 4-wheeler with me. She was in the pasture rounding up cows. I mean, I wouldn't have traded her for anything. And there's lots of good cattle dogs, and I do believe they have a time and place and help. However, currently today, we have a majority of strays at the dairy. Having a dairy located on a dirt road, people think that it's normal just to drop off their dogs, and For the last 30, 40 years, we have accumulated a ton of strays. We give them a home. But as far as actual cattle dogs, no, it is very few and far between. And like I said, Sweets wasn't even from Texas. She's all the way from Minnesota, but that girl was born and knew exactly what to do. What happens to non-producing milk cows? There's a couple of answers. And again, people do things differently. Because I am such a smooth talker and I'm Pee-wee and the baby of all 4 girls, I have convinced my dad to keep some every now and then of the old ladies that aren't producing any milk. The other ones are either sold to a local sale barn. There are other dairy farmers who do want our old cows. And then I'll just leave it here. Have you ever heard of In-N-Out Burger? Or McDonald's? Or Whataburger? Or even Chili's? Saltgrass? I'm hoping you're picking up what I'm putting down.